Children need budgets. Wow, you might say that sounds pretty cruel. They're just children. Let them enjoy life. No, children need budgets. We need to teach them from a young age how to be financially adequate, how to be financially stable. They need to understand that money doesn't grow on trees. You know, how many of your children have seen you go to the ATM and they assume, oh, just put that card in, you can get me some money? Do they even understand that mom and dad have to work hard to get what they earn, which allows them to treat them? So we got to train our children as well. You know, how about I give you some chores and then you can earn some money so you have an allowance and now you can have a budget. I think Dave Ramsey says give them commission. Don't matter what you call it. If you give them money consistently every month or every week or every other week, whatever you do, they should have a budget to know how to handle their money. They should know that 10% should be given as a charitable donation so that they can understand the importance of philanthropy. That way, it just becomes a natural part of them. And when you can give, you'll find that it freely comes back to you. They also should know that another 10% or 15%, depending upon your preference, should be put aside in a savings account. Or maybe 80% in the savings account and they keep the other 10%. But, you know, it's really entirely your preference. But what that will do, it will teach them that if they want to buy something in particular, then they're going to save to go towards it. And I think there's a rule of thumb that many financial advisors like to use. They say that if they want to purchase something and it costs over $5, and I think for adults they might use a benchmark of 50 or 100, wait a day or two before it's purchased to determine if you really need it, if you really want it, or if you really desire to spend your money on it. But from young, children need to understand financial literacy. They need to understand the value of buying games and toys versus buying shoes. They need to understand how not to impulsively shop. There's a pretty outfit. That's a nice cap. Or I like the socks. I like that top. Oh, I need a new bathing suit when the one they have still fits. But they need to learn how not to do impulsive shopping at a young age so that by the time they're older, it's instilled. Also, once they've accumulated so much in their savings, then it can be taken to the next level. And this can start at a young age. Invest it or take it and create some sort of income. You know, create within them an entrepreneur spirit or desire that they can take that money, invest it, and make more money. Our children need to have a budget. They need to understand that when they want something, it costs. And as they get older, they need to write it themselves. You may write it for them while they're young and or assist them. But as they get older, they need to write it out. Our young girls and our young boys need to know how to handle a budget before they take that first job. And it should not be a school course that teaches them. This is a great time to teach your children about budgeting, even if all they get is $1. It don't matter. It could be 50 cents. It doesn't matter. Because when you can show them on paper how if they save that, 40 cents, how it will grow. But they also need to be taught through that budget how to save for the future. So maybe they might have 2 savings accounts or designate so much. But we need to teach them financial literacy. We don't save money just to pull it out and spend it. That's not the way. Save it so that maybe you want to be a millionaire and retire early. I don't know, but help them to save with the future in mind, because maybe they may not want to go college, but they might already have a nest egg that will allow them to go along and start to earn beautician or start to earn auto mechanics, or maybe they want to do some sort of internet guru type stuff, or create the earn what equivalent of Facebook. It don't matter what it is, but if they have been taught from young and they are saving, they can do it. See, our children need budgets because they need to understand the value of money, and they need to know what it feels like to be able to save and buy something on their own. They need to feel that sense of accomplishment. They also need to understand that every time they get their allowance or commission, whatever you call it, that it's no need for them to rush out and spend it one time. Our children need budgets so that they can make better financial decisions than some of us do or did. Please subscribe if this is your first time. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back next week with another fresh one.